This is Sydney Blanchard with your NFR lineup. Today I have three-time NFR qualifier, Ivy Conrado. Ivy, you just came off of a huge win at the Mountain State Circuit Finals. You're officially going to the Dodge Ram Circuit Finals and already in the 2019 standings for the NFR. What does this win mean to you?
This is my last Mountain State Circuit Final, so I really wanted to do good there, and it's kind of a hometown rodeo. I grew up going to barrel races at Loveland. I won my first saddle at Loveland with Carol's barrel races and stuff on Tibby's mother, and so it was just really sentimental to me. Most of my family got to be there. Most of my family still lives in Colorado because I was born and raised there, but I was super excited. The past 2 years, I haven't got to ride my main horse just from different things that have happened. And the last time I got to ride my good horse at my circuit finals was in 2015. So I had to borrow a horse last year, borrow a horse the year before. And so I was really excited to get to just ride my own horse and kind of see what we could do. And JLO was awesome. She's always awesome, but she really just made 3 consistent runs, and they were all really fast. And I was really proud of her.
JLO did phenomenal. I watched her every time. She could make mistakes and still clock.
Yes. Yeah, she's really good at that. And she's super controllable. And she will sometimes, if you ask her to get really fast, she'll catch barrels on the backside. And so since I was going for the average, I kind of was pushing her off the backside a little bit. And she would bow off just a little bit off the first and a little bit off of the second. But she still clocks like that. So it's fun to have a horse like that you can adjust for averages and stuff.
Did you win all 3 rounds?
I won the first round, and I tied for second in the second round, and I won the third round.
So tell us about JLO. Where did she come from? Who owns her? Who trained her? The whole bit.
Yeah. So Kenny Nichols and Dale Barron own her. They bred her. They raised her. They own her sire. And then Kelsey Luchin featured her and won a bunch and ran her at the Derbies and qualified for the American. And I think her mom qualified for the American. And JLO won a bunch before I got her. So she's always been a winner. I think they took her to a couple rodeos, maybe like Caldwell, Fort Worth. I remember seeing her at San Angelo. JLO is definitely on my bucket list of horses that I've always wanted to ride, and I actually got to ride that one. But 2016, Tibby and I had a rough little go at it at the finals, and then we found out that they were taking 5 from the NFR standings and then 5 from the ERA standings, and so then I was like 8th or something, and so I was like, crap, I didn't go to a single qualifier. I'm gonna have to drive. I just got home from Vegas, and I had to drive all the way back to Buckeye. And Kenny called me and said that him and Kelsey were talking, and they wanted to offer JLO to me to run in the qualifier just as some cushion so I didn't feel so stressed out on Tibby. And the day that I went and tried her exhibition, or I couldn't say try her, but, rode her with Kelsey, and it was just a way different riding style than what I was used to. Kelsey was just like literally just kick and pull, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how to do that. But my exhibitions were terrible. I'm sure everybody that saw it, I was just like running off the back sides and just horrible. Well, then, my dad was there and watching the whole thing. We went back to the trailer because I was going to run her in the jackpot that evening. And my dad was like, can I see your bid? And I was like, yeah. And it was Kelsey's. He was like, this is on upside down and inside out. And so when I was pulling on her, it was poking her in the face. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember, Kelsey had just got that headstall, just switched it, real quick. And so my dad flipped it and put it on right. And I ran a 16.9 on her at Buckeye the first time I ever ran her.
What would we do without our parents?
Nothing. I've learned everything so much from my dad. I mean, he's a great horseman, and he knows so much about bits. I mean, I can't even tell you how many times we've been at the warm-up pin, and my dad has rode up to somebody and been like, your bit's upside down, or your bit's inside out. You know what I mean? Like, he just knows that stuff. But that was the first time I rode JLO, and Kelsey helped me with her that day. And then later on in the season, Tibby got hurt, and my mare Famie got hurt, and I called Kenny and Dale, and I was like, I think I can make the NFR. I just don't have a horse right now. And they're like, we'll try JLO out, and I've had her ever since. So.
And this was last year. So how much did you have won, and at what point during the season was that when you picked up JLO and felt like you still had a chance to qualify?
first run on her was in Nampa. And I think at that point, I think I was like 18th in the world. I can't remember how much I had won, but I knew that if I did good from Nampa through the Northwest and everything, that I could still have a chance because I love the Northwest. I mean, that's like my spot. Like, I love going up there. I love the rodeos. I've always won a bunch up there, and it's just my comfort zone. And so I was like, if I can have JLo and go to those rodeos, and I feel like I still have a chance. And I was 15th in the world for months, and I just, having JLo, she's so consistent. I never got stressed out being on the bubble.
So having that consistent horse is such a relief. I've talked to some of the other girls, and, once you get that consistency in the spin of things, then you can really relax, and it's fun.
Yeah, and that's, Tibby was fun in the sense that, you're going Mach 12 and she just buries up but it's also kind of stressful, it's like, oh my God, my timing is just so important. If I don't have the perfect timing, we are screwed. And same with Amy. She was not so much as she wasn't necessarily as fast as Tibby, but she was super light and sensitive. And if you even thought about turning, got any type of insecurity in your seat or in your hands, I mean, but there doesn't even have to be a barrel there for either one of them. Whereas JLo, it's just I can make mistakes, and JLo's like, nope, over here.
Where is Tibby now?
My dad has her. I think he's been running her and all that. We kind of.
Who are you taking to the finals? Do you have a backup horse? Is it just JLo?
It's JLo, of course, and then Kenny and Dale gave me a mare named Chit Chat, and she's super nice. She's just really consistent, like JLo. I think she's been in the high school finals and the college finals, but I'm really still on the hunt for a heavy hitter, something that if I did have to get off of JLo, maybe not the most consistent, but really fast. And I just haven't quite found a horse that somebody wants to let me take. And then also, the NFR is stressful and people are so about the ground and whatever. But I'm still looking for that heavy hitter just in case. I still haven't quite found the perfect backup horse for the situation I'm in.
Speaking of possibly not being on JLo, this was not your perfect year.
Fanny got sick. They flushed JLo every year. It takes about a month and a half, 2 months. And, Billy Jack and I, who's my boyfriend, he was going out to California. I had never been to Red Bluff or any of that stuff. So I was like, oh my gosh, I want to go. I've never been. I want to try it out. And I will never go back. Not one time. I will never go back out to a California run.
What happened?
Well, Fanny had come off of, I had tried a new shoer. And it was, down in Texas and all this stuff. And he bruised her feet all the way around. And so I didn't have Fanny for months. I had dropped her off at Equicare in Lampasas, and, we pulled her shoes off, and they got her sound. And I picked her up, and she was she was the soundest she had been since I bought her. And I was so excited to take her out there. And I went out to California, and I did a clinic on her, and she was just, oh my gosh, she's a perfect clinic horse. She does slow work so pretty, and she's so easy to show stuff to people. And I ran her to barrel race the next day after the clinic, and she won it by 3/10. And so I was just so excited. And I got out there, and she started acting funny. And I was just like, and this is I hadn't been hauling her for a while. And so when you're in the rhythm with things, you can tell when you're good horses, something's wrong with them. And I just haven't been hauling her. And I was just like, maybe she's just being, Fanny. She's kind of a brat. And progressively, she was just getting weirder and weirder. She went off of her feet, and I just could not figure out why she wasn't clocking. Well, sure enough, I'm going back home, or not even going home. I don't know where we were. Maybe Clovis, and she got strangles. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. Well, I had talked to a couple other people. There's maybe 6 or 7 horses that had stayed in the stalls at Red Bluff that got strangles. And I was just beside myself. I mean, she's, 7 years old. She's awesome. And she just, her whole face is swelled up. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So I had to borrow a horse for they had that WCRA deal. And I left her with my mom, and my mom took care of her. And sure enough, my mom had her good to go in 4 weeks. Like, she had it gone, and Amy was ready to be back in the big barn in 4 weeks. So
no, I should have called.
Yeah, my mom's like, she's into holistic. I don't even know what. I couldn't even tell you. She could tell you, but she put Amy on the stuff that she wanted to, and told the vet no to antibiotics, and
Wow.
she was great.
So it sounds like you have a huge support team between your dad and your mom.
Yeah, everybody plays a role. That's for sure. And Billy Jack this year has just been, he's such a horseman, and he's helped me so much with JLO, because JLO is really, really strong when I got her. And I just could never get her quite backed off the way that I needed her to. And, I could get by with it, but Billy got on her, and, oh, my God, she's just been a different horse since he started riding her.
Are you kidding?
So. And I feel so bad, too, because Billy has his huge operation. His outside horses, 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, maturity horses, his rodeo horses. And I'm like, will you please ride mine? I know you've ridden 15, but can you ride 5 more?
How do you manage each other's schedules?
I let Billy do it.
Oh, you do?
Well, he's more prepared than I am all the time. I'm like, I have this, and this, and this, and he's like, okay, got it. I don't even know. He's the most responsible, schedule-oriented person, and he's all about time. He's always telling me how many minutes are in a day and how you use them and all this stuff, and I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he'll be going with you to the finals?
Yeah, he will. I think he doesn't want to drive out there. I think there's an American qualifier. His good horse got hurt this year, and so he was kind of back and forth on colts and just trying to find horses, and then partner swapping, through the middle of the year. And anyways, he didn't make the final. So it sucks, and it's been a balancing act, kind of, because JLo's just been on fire all year. Every time she runs, we place, you know what I mean? So it's that's been exciting, but I'm really bummed we're not going to both get to compete at the finals this year. But I think he's going to go to the World Series roping, and he's looking for a partner. I don't even know. I can't really keep up with the team roping. They're all over the place.
So will he be scheduling your entire 2 weeks in Vegas?
No, Tassie does that. Tassie does all mine. So Tassie Monroe, Jimmy's daughter, does all of my stuff with my sponsors. She does my scheduling, my signings, and pretty much is my liaison out there, make sure that I get places on time, because I am prone to being late, which everybody knows. But
yeah. So without Tassie, we're late.
Pretty much, yes.
So last year, I know you showed up to Vegas without any clothes, right? So Tassie, you raided her closet, or she helped you, she dressed you. What happened?
Well, last year I was living down at Bud Jimmy's place, and I'm getting all my stuff ready for the finals, and then it's 2 days before, and Tassie's like, so what are you wearing to the bag number deal? And there's a ceremony, and I was like, oh, forgot about that. I don't have anything. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. And she was like, are you kidding me? And so we went into her room, and I ended up wearing her prom dress.
You would have never known. It looked fantastic.
Thanks. Yeah, Cassie's like, I can't believe you're wearing my prom dress, and I can't believe it fit. I'm like, I need to go on a diet. Oh my gosh, it was so tight. But anyways, but thank God for Cassie. She picked my dress the year before too, so I'm just kind of let her do that stuff.
So she's on top of it this year.
Yeah, she's always on top of it.
Who is your biggest sponsor that you just could not rodeo without?
Oh my gosh, they're all just. Wrangler, I have so many chains. It's ridiculous, how many chains that I have. And Renewed Gold, oh my gosh, they just come in clutch every single time. If they came out with this new feed, Renewed Gold Senior, and JLo's funny. She's really hard to get to eat. She's hard to get to eat stuff. And they came out with this, and I had told Wynn that, and he's like, you know what, we literally just came out with this stuff. You need to try it. And I put JLo on it, and she eats more than she has ever eaten her whole life. And she looks phenomenal. She looks beautiful. And Wayne will send me pallets of feed wherever I'm at. They'll bring it on a freight truck anywhere that I'm at. And that's the most help, is just being able to have the same feed all the time and not having to worry about, oh my gosh, where am I going to get the Renewed Gold next?
Yeah, I don't think that people realize how difficult it is to keep them on a consistent feeding program while we're traveling all over two countries.